So at this point, we're going to get rid of this mortise. If I hit this piece of wood, I really don't give a rat's behind. It doesn't matter. It's waste. Okay? It's all waste. And again, we got perfect. Got rid of it. Going to do the same thing to make a mortise on the back side here. Spin it around. That should be the right size.
You want the tailstock out of the way?
Do I want it out yet?
To be able to make your mortise?
I'll
have to
yeah, we're
put
going
it
to
back on now.
We'll take it out. Make sure I'm big enough. I still want to make sure I'm at least 2 1/4.
They make a thing that fits here that pivots your tailstock out of the way so you don't have to keep
So I'm roughly, I'm off by about that much. Which is fine. Better to know now. But we will check it later.
So when do you round the bottom?
I'm going to do that in a moment.
Okay.
I want to get my mortise in there. I want to set all of that stuff in motion before because otherwise I'm not going to know where I got to go. And again, we're going to use the mortising. The one I use for making the mortise, which is great. It works easy for me. Again, I can, sometimes at home I'll run my machine backwards. And, hey, it works, right? Anything that works that doesn't cause you harm, please do. If it's causing you harm or could cause you harm, please don't do it.
Paul, you're using that tool not only to make the chamfer, but also to flatten out the...
Flatten it out, but I'm also curving. I'm actually got a slight roundness to the bowl, bottom of the bowl. That way it looks a little different. At this point, I would put in possibly a couple of rings. I mean, I would sand, obviously. My speed down to about, I'm going to guess around between 5 and 700. I should be turning it off, but I wouldn't, but it's okay. I've got a spiraling tool. Should you want to decorate the bottom, it should be on center. And again, I'm not doing this perfect, but it's going to be close. It's good enough. For a demo, you don't want, and then I'm just going to and white colored pencils with me. I got a decoration on the bottom. I'm going to pat this one. It's going to go around after we're done anyway. All right. So at this point, I'm going to do I'm going to round the bottom. I want to have a foot here, and that foot should not be as deep as that mortise. If it is, then you could pop the whole thing off. So you want to just, it'd probably be less than a 1/16 of an inch. It doesn't have to be much. And again, at the end, we're going to end up folding it in. So whatever's there is there. So first thing we're going to do is just make a straight cut up to here, and then we're going to round it into a bowl. And you can use bowl gouge. It doesn't matter. Whatever you choose, I just grab something. It's going to work. Get my speed up again. All right, who's going to catch? Yeah. And if you want to make it easy, That's where it's gonna end, right? So that's gonna be my foot. And at this point, I'm gonna round it and make a bowl. It's really pretty simple. I will turn my tool rest a little bit, make sure that I'm clear, because that's the one thing that's gonna happen. It's really more fun when it hits. Can't believe the amount of fun that is. And just, again, I got my big bowl gouge piece. Whatever you're comfortable with. Comfortable with here. I got a little high spot here. That's all sandable. And we're gonna end up finishing the bottom of that later.
Did you get rid of the knot?
The knot's gone. The knot's gone.
Amazing.
Because he's only holding that piece by just a little bit, he's taking light cuts.
Yeah, I'm taking light cuts, but I'm
Pressing
getting.
real hard.
All right. That's somebody else that's gonna get to finish a piece.
Woo!
401. Yay, that's mine!
Actually, it's mine.
There you go.
Thank you.
I get to finish it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now, just so you know, whoever got these, they're not free. I need to see a picture of the finished piece.
All right.
I think that's the simplest way to describe it.
And
So
if you
just-
screw it up, you just have to buy your dinner.
No, you just show the picture of the screwed up piece. It's okay. So at this point, we're gonna make a bowl. Now, the only thing that you need to know is how deep that bowl is, or how much wood you got there. And I'm gonna go to the nearest 16th, because I don't care. And it's 1 3/4. So I got 1 3/4, and I have an 1/8 here, and 1 5/8. I don't want to go past 1 1/2, because otherwise you know what happens.
You want the tailstock back?
Nah,
Live dangerous.
nah, you don't need it. So 1 1/2 inches, yay! Cool.
Now,
Now,
I see all the time on videos, when you're tightening it down, you're using more than just one.
I will make sure that it's tightened completely. When I put my piece in, I'm holding it on the center post and tightening, because otherwise there's a possibility of it being slightly skewed.
So why do you have to do both holes?
Habit.
One is habit, the other is, that's tight, but this side might tighten up a little more. Might.
A little bit of slop in the scroll internally that tightens it.
Yeah, it's just,
In my case, it was because an old timer told me years ago,
Yep, on the metal lathe.
tighten them all.
tighten them all. So here we go again with a pencil, because that's what we need
on the
to.
metal lathe, you
What's the
have
largest
4
offset
jaws and
piece
each
like
jaw
that you've
adjusted
ever done?
separately.
14 inches, because that's actually 16 inches a swing.
Too, but those are
Yeah,
more rare.
that's 16 inches a swing, because when you go off center 1 inch, you're down almost to the waist.
I'd like to try a 40-inch platter.
Hey, you saw you did a 2 inch.
Be a lot of fun.
So we're gonna find roughly
The
where,
idea of fun is dangerous.
that looks, it's off a little bit. Okay, that's my bead. And I'm looking at it and I go, okay, the bottom of that bead, or the inside of that bead, is probably gonna be right at that bowl. right at what I got here. So that's fine, it doesn't matter to me. I'll just end up with a tiny lip going in. It's a modification. So there's no wrong way to do this.
It's a feature.
Oh, yes, there is.
There's no wrong way to do this. It's just a,
We'll find it.
it's just a different feature. That's all, just a different feature. And again, this could be slightly off again because of the working. And I usually will put the tool in and make a mark. And the reason I do that is I can still move this over one way or the other if I want to. And I want to go out a little bit. Not much, but that little bit will be a big difference for me. So I actually moved it maybe a 32nd of an inch. Not quite there yet. It's got a tiny, tiny bit of a flat spot in the crown, and it's not enough to. And I know it's there because there we go. So now I want this one to match that one, so I'm going to make a cut on each side. I've actually cut right almost to that point. That's going to most likely disappear here, which I like it to do. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But again, whatever tool you feel comfortable with, grab. And you've noticed I've grabbed one tool one time, other tool another time. It doesn't matter to me. It would help if I did tighten that down. And I've almost got them blended in there. So now we're going to make our bowl. It's really simple.
So the beads don't merge together.
You could. You could make them the beads merge. It's fine. You could actually make, yeah, I would, if you're going to merge the beads together, be very careful, but I would probably do it here and then do another one outside next to it. But hey, it's your bowl, do it. Try it. What's the worst that can happen? There you go. That's the very worst that can happen, is you end up losing it. So we know we got to go down no more than
Inch and a half.
inch and a half.
Or you make a funnel.
Well, I can go down deeper than an inch and a half, but I can't go down an inch and 5/8. I can still go down. All right. And I know that I'm going to leave that. I can always take rid of it, but I know that I'm probably going to be about a quarter of an inch inside the bowl at that point. And I'm going to go backwards. With my detail gouge, I'm going to get it closer, and we're going to go bring it out with a detail gouge. It's just faster. Yeah, kind of makes sense. Again, I can care less what the things look like, because I'm not even close to finishing it. And if I was doing something 14 inches in diameter, I would not be going, I would keep it in the center. But for something this small, it doesn't matter. One more and then we'll measure.
One more cut.
No, I knew I probably have another, still a good quarter of an inch. A good quarter of an inch before I can come even close to the bottom. Oops. No, I'm not even an inch down. So I can take 2 more cuts like that and wouldn't be in business. And we're gonna be right about the depth that we want to be.
So if you're not good with a bull gouge, you could use a round nose scraper.
Yep, you could do that too, and we're gonna, so if I stick that in here, I'm at 1 3/8 inches. I said I want to be an inch.
1/8 more is maximum.
1/8 inch more maximum. I want to be roughly a quarter of an inch. And then we're gonna hollow this bowl out the rest of the length. I got rid of a lot of those real quick. That's what you want to do. And now I'm just going to kind of pretend like I can follow the bottom. And now we'll start playing with our fingers and seeing how close. So I'm really fat. I mean, I'm really fat here. So we're going to get rid of a lot of it. And I'm getting a lot of chop with that, so because it's bouncing. Just a big roll down. I got to get a lot of meat out of here. Gonna feel again. I'm probably going to play with a scraper at this point. Yeah, I've got a lot of meat still in there. There's a lot of meat in there.
So how thick is your bull wall now? Like
About
3/8 or half?
At the top here, it's probably still a good quarter.
Ah,
So we'll get this tool rest up high enough to use the bowl gouge or scraper. And I'm not a big scraper fan, so just so you know, I don't usually use a lot of it, but we're gonna use it to get it taken care of today.
And you're cutting it on a negative rate?
I'm hanging it, well, I don't have a negative rate
Just
down here.
flat.
I'm just tipping down. So
downhill,
downhill, so
Downhill.
it's basically negative.
using the bird.
It's nice here. It's got a lot of fatness right there. And when I start seeing fatness, I just kind of mark it with a pencil because I can't see it once I'm going. Just check again for fatness. Still got some really, it's really fat. I don't like scrapers.
Sooner or later, some of you may demonstrate that have not done so. And I'd like to draw attention to how patient Paul is. He's not in a rush.
Yeah.
And when you get in a rush demonstrating is when things fly off. One of the reasons I was sitting here is to give a big compliment to you. Right. That's called the firing line.
That's the flare. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not moving.
And then I want to taper from that ring in a little bit. I'm just barely cutting it. thinner. It could be thinner. But that's pretty much how I do them. It's gotta get thinner. It's hard on. It's terrible. I gotta tell you, it's terrible. Not the one more try. I'm skidding and that's irritating me. So we'll just go in with a little steeper cutter. Damn. I won't skid. But put it in the right place and you won't skid. And now we'll go play with the scraper for a while. Yeah, just don't ever force anything, just take your time.
When you work with kids in schools, you'll find out that the boys, when the tool is dull and things aren't going well, they just push harder.
Yep.
And the girls want to know, why am I having to push harder? Why is it not cutting cleanly and it's ripping stuff out?
Yep.
They're more finesse and they pay more attention to the shape. They're just easier to train.
Turn that into the brute force method.
It doesn't work good with them.
No, it doesn't work well with turning. It really doesn't.
Sharpen or try something different.
That's good enough. I mean,
Nice.
I mean, that's good enough for right now.
Beautiful.
And can just do a little bit of sanding when business now. And then, one of the things I didn't tell you you could do, actually, I'm going to leave this on here for right now. Or can I? No, I can't. It's okay. You can leave these on. Ball on. Let's put the tailstock back up for a minute. And if you have an extra set of jaws, you could then take. You could then put this chuck on here. Whoops. No. Okay. And then you can push, and that'll keep it centered. And that's what I would have done, but I have this one set up for something else. So,
Here, you need one. I got one already plugged in.
do you? All right.